Hi, I'm Alex.
And I'm Brandon.
Today we're going to be talking about how to make rock candy and Oobleck, and then we're going to talk about the related chemistry concepts, like supersaturation and non-Newtonian fluids. First, we're going to show you how to make rock candy. The materials you will need for rock candy are a glass jar, some string, a wooden dowel, a stirring spoon, a pot, 4 cups of sugar, 2 cups of water, and food coloring is optional.
First, you need to measure out 2 cups of water. Heat the pan and then add half a cup of sugar and stir it until it fully dissolves. Repeat this until no more can dissolve.
So it's not even close to being enough. Are these half cups?
Yeah.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Watch your profanity.
Heat 'em up, shooter.
If you want, you can just add in a little food coloring, kids.
To prepare the string, dip it in your solution, then roll it through your sugar. This will give the crystals a place to grow off of. And lastly, pour your solution into the jar. And then place your string into the jar. And now, while we wait for that rock candy to crystallize, we'll go on to Joey's Oobleck Hour.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Today, we'll be making some Oobleck. The materials you'll need are cornstarch, water, a bowl, a spoon, but I'm going to be using my hands. And food coloring is optional. Let's begin the process of making Oobleck. So first, you're gonna want to get your cornstarch, packaging these days. So you add the cornstarch into your bowl. Just kind of add some in. You could, depending on how much Oobleck you want, you just add it in. You're gonna want to add about half as much water because it's a 2-to-1 ratio here. And then you just a spoon. Start mixing your Oobleck. If your Oobleck is too runny, like mine is, you're going to want to add more cornstarch. If it's too solid, you're going to want to add more water. Just really mix it in there until it starts feeling kind of gooey. When it starts getting to the right consistency is when you can start putting your food coloring in. Normally, I use Van Dyke Brown, but today we're going to be using a nice purple.
Just a couple drops will do it. Now you mix.
Once it gets to the right consistency, that's when you could be a little daredevil and pour it onto the table. There it goes. Isn't it just beautiful? Oh, it's getting a little happy. There's still gonna be some left over in your bowl, but that's all right. So the special thing about Oobleck is that it's a non-Newtonian fluid. And what that means is that it has properties of solid and liquid. So as you apply pressure to it, it becomes a solid. But then, if you just let it settle, then it will be a liquid. They call me the boogeyman.
This has been Joey's Oobleck Hour.
Thanks, Joey. Now, back to our rock candy. Rock candy is made by supersaturating water with sugar, so that when it evaporates it leaves behind sugar crystals on the string. Supersaturation is when a solvent holds more solute than it would normally be able to. A solvent is the component of the solution that's present in the greater amount, and the solute is the component that's present in the smaller amount. The solute dissolves into the solvent, forming a solution. In rock candy, the water is the solvent and the sugar is the solute. A solvent can only hold a certain amount of solute at any given temperature. When you cannot dissolve any more solute into a solution, it is said to be at the point of saturation. Heating up the mixture of sugar and water allows the water to absorb more sugar than it would normally be able to. When this occurs, it means that the solution is oversaturated. When the oversaturated mixture evaporates, it leaves behind the sugar that was dissolved into it, and because a lot of sugar was dissolved into the mixture, it leaves behind large sugar crystals. The reason the string is coated in sugar before it is put into the jar is because the sugar acts as a seed crystal, allowing the rock candy to form on the string.
If your solution doesn't show any sign of change within 24 hours, reheat it and add more sugar. If you did everything correctly, it should look something like this after 3 to 5 days.
And that concludes our rock candy tutorial.
And Joey's Oobleck Hour.
Thanks for watching.
Don't let them know. But I got the rock candy. It's a nice